Welcome to the Every Word is Gross podcast.
When you're here, you're family, which is a word that we think is pretty gross.
Now, on to the episode.
I want you both
We're
to
not on
know
made-up
I
words
started yelling at Jake before you got here.
Yeah.
And this is what I said. You both shut up right now because I have to wait like 2 more days to watch this episode.
Because you have to watch it with JoJo?
Yes, I have to wait till he
That's
gets
fair.
home.
Oh,
And I am
that's
so
true.
upset that you both, even the 10 to 15 minutes you've already seen, I envy. And I'm upset. I'm upset by it.
Look, I told you I'm not going to say anything. So if you
Yeah,
just
but you
stop,
want to.
if you just stop moping about it,
I
we
won't-
can
I
pretend
never
like
will.
I
there's
won't
nothing
say
wrong.
anything either.
At the date of this recording, this is also the last day, the last episode of all
Lasso.
of Ted Lasso. And my heart is broken with the knowledge, but it's even more broken.
Wait, are
knowing
they
you've already
actually
seen
done?
It.
Like, are they?
Well,
is
so-
it
They're
confirmed?
acting like it for sure.
Everything I've seen is that the show was designed from the beginning
Yes,
to
I've
be
heard that.
3 seasons.
Just in case.
Which I don't like that.
Just in case they didn't get renewed, and they wanted it to kind of be short, just to make sure that they had a complete storyline.
Yes, yeah.
It has,
But they
very
left it
endy
hanging
feeling.
in any of the interviews that I saw.
Yeah, the interviews, they have been speaking like they are open to the idea
More.
of
I'm
continuing.
open to it.
I am as
personally.
well. All
Yeah.
in favor, say aye.
I
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, welcome
Okay,
to Every
well,
Word is
welcome
Gross.
to the 4th season of wait. No, sorry, my bad.
No,
We don't have that kind of power.
But yeah, welcome
Yet.
to Every Word is Gross. My name is Cameron.
My name is Jake.
Wow, sorry, I was drinking water. My name is Sarah.
Yeah, and Jake also started eating.
I started eating my trail mix. So if you heard some crunchy
Also known
almonds in
as
there,
Jake's dinner.
that's my dinner.
I
No,
haven't
I'll
had
make you something
dinner
else later.
yet.
That's so dumb.
And because we're recording this,
Yeah, we're
I
busy.
didn't know what I was going to have for dinner.
We are,
so.
things are happening.
They're
we are busy
happening.
people.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
This is happening.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even picked a word. Hold
You
on.
haven't even
I
picked
think
a
it's
word?
my turn.
No, you were first last time,
No,
weren't you?
I was. Yeah, I
'Cause
was.
it was Lady's
No,
Choice.
it's my turn.
Dang it.
It's my.
Latest
It's,
choice.
no, it's not. No, you can't sing it. It's not your
did.
choice.
It's Cameron's choice.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. There we go. You can
Oh
sing
no,
that.
no, no!
I love
That,
that.
It's a Cameron ball.
Oh yes, yes.
That's what
yes,
this
yes.
is.
It's the Cameron wind up.
All
This
right.
episode is just the Cameron episode. I love it.
Also, episode 10, guys, double digits.
Whoa.
Look at us.
Episode 10.
Okay, it's like
Oh,
to
man.
me, this is a applause day because this morning I realized it is
A what day?
applause.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
Gotcha.
live for the applause, applause, applause. Okay,
Perfect.
we recorded episode 1 exactly 30 days ago
No way.
Wow.
on May 1st.
Did we really?
Yes, we did.
We've been cranking through these episodes.
Yes, because today, the 31st of May, which is also the day that the episode has gone live. So
Mhm.
while you're all listening to episode 1 for the first time, we are sitting here recording episode 10, which does have the potential to be our last episode together.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
maybe not. We don't know because, Jake's
Who
still here
knows?
for a little bit.
Yep.
We'll come back to that. But I just feel like this day is a day.
It's a
Mhm.
it's a big day for us.
It's a day.
It's a big day.
Yeah.
Here's my proposal for the last episode that we record together, and this isn't gonna happen,
Wow.
but whatever, it's fine.
I'm crying already.
You got to fly to Florida
Mm-hmm.
at some point. So why don't we do our first ever live recording of Every Word is Gross in the airport? So we're gonna drive.
Oh my god.
We're gonna drive to SeaTac. We're all gonna get through security, and then we'll get to your gate, and we'll just at the gate we will just record the episode.
My one problem with your plan is that this isn't 1999, and
fair.
you can't just go through airport security without a ticket anymore.
I'm pretty sure they didn't ask for my ticket when I was going from Seattle to Texas. On the way back, I had to scan my ticket, but I'm pretty sure
I
they
don't
just
think
gave
you can
me.
get through airport
Probably not,
security
I don't
without
but
think you
it.
can.
you know,
I'm pretty sure they scan
Unless
your
you're a
boarding
pilot,
I still like
but
my
we
idea.
happen to know a few.
Yeah, it's true.
We
So
know a guy.
yeah,
We know
but
that.
I say we get to work on that, and it probably
We
will
have
never
an
happen.
episode in a plane someday.
That would be amazing.
Where are we flying? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Only if one of our pilot friends is flying the plane will we
Yeah.
record
You
an
guys,
episode.
I have so many to choose from. Oh, I'm gonna pick this one.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you've
I picked one.
chosen now. Good.
I feel like it's a good episode 10 word.
Well, that's good. That's good.
It's nice to have so many to choose from. Isn't that right, Jake?
Yeah. It's
like-
nice to have
okay,
a
wait a minute.
a
Okay, hold on.
plethora
Don't-
of words to choose from.
Cameron in the
I
eye.
have-
Like, isn't that right?
I have 26.
Whoa.
So-
Wow, look at him go.
Already used or not used yet?
That is my total list.
So you have
Used.
16.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
But yes.
Mine's at
so
55.
I have a good amount. I
I
think
haven't
mine
been
is
counting.
solid.
Mine's on a numbered list. So
Mine has made it to when I transferred it to a Google Docs sheet. It takes up 2 pages.
oh my god.
Dang. I'm
Okay.
I'm impressed.
I've been thinking
Single space.
and listening and cringing a lot. More than
He's
I
like,
have
actually,
before.
my dream is to be in one of those white padded rooms that there is no sound. That way I never have to hear
Yeah.
another gross word ever again.
Actually, I wouldn't. There would have to be some ambient sound because I do have a small amount of tinnitus. If things are like really quiet,
Oh, yeah.
I do get ringing in my
Oh,
ears.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That is a bummer.
That's like the forever swan song, and that's a bummer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it a what's those chambers called that are specifically designed to keep sound?
Anechoic chambers.
Is it anechoic?
Anechoic.
An
Anechoic.
echo.
An echoic?
Anechoic.
Guys,
was
that is
thinking-
such a gross word.
That
It is a gross
Yeah.
word. It's not one of our gross words
It's
today.
tripping me up.
Probably.
Is one though.
But yeah. I was thinking something different, but that's fine.
Were you thinking sensory deprivation?
No,
chamber?
not that one. But
No, because
that's
those are like
another
water,
one.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually with salt water.
All I see is 11.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. From
Yeah.
things. Yeah. But anabolic. I feel
I
like
think that's medical.
that's something that might be something
Well,
different.
Central
but-
has an anechoic chamber in the acoustics lab that
Oh.
I've been in.
Well, then it's probably
and
that
it's
then.
a room that full of foam triangles covering the walls. And
Yeah, okay,
you
that's-
go crazy if you sit in there by yourself for
That's
15
it.
minutes. so.
That's. I mean, you might go crazy. I don't know if I would. But
I see. I said the same thing. I'm like, I'm pretty okay with my own mind.
And then you
I bet I
started
could do
hearing
it.
your heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah. Like as our professor was like touring us through and just
Mm-hmm.
standing there, he was like, "If you're listening, you can hear it because it's like there's like a little platform that's metal that you stand on
Yeah.
because underneath it is more foam."
Right.
And he was like, if you listen as I'm talking, you can hear the sound waves bouncing and tinging off of the metal platform. You can hear my watch ticking right now. And it was, yeah, like everything he said, it was like, you're probably about to start becoming really aware of your breathing. I was like, oh man.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it just suck so bad if you went in there and you were a little gassy? like your
Yes.
belly's kind of rumbling a little.
Yes, it would. Because you would hear your stomach churn. Throwback to episode 1.
Good one. Ladies and gentlemen,
That
that's
came
what they
out
call
today.
a throwback.
Why didn't you do that last episode on the callback episode? Man,
I'm sorry. Well,
you're
again.
not allowed to call back today.
All right, fine. Well, then I'll call forward to our first word of the day.
What a
Okay.
transition.
That was
you.
beautiful. That's applause.
Thank you.
He
Thank
lives
you.
for the
I
applause.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Those come rarely. But here's my word.
Tell us.
Bulbous.
Ooh. Bulbous. That's another one of those bouncy words.
Mhm.
Bulbous.
Yours
Bulbous.
last
So-
time was also bouncy.
Yes.
I want you to tell me first. What's the first image that comes to your mind when you hear that?
Actually, so again, we've already determined that I'm a nerd. Bulbasaur is probably
That's
Yeah.
not my first one, but it is now.
Yeah.
Because my son's obsessed
yes
with Pokemon.
Yes. So a Pokemon Bulbasaur. So,
I was gonna
yes.
say it sounds like
Mhm.
a Pokemon.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
I instantly think of noses.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Bulbous
Actually,
noses.
Urban
Yeah.
Dictionary, Urban Dictionary, just pretty much gives like a normal definition: a larger than average object or person. But then the sentence is, "Wow, dummy, David's nose is bulbous," which I don't know why they add dummy in the sentence.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
They're always like, it can't just say something.
Right.
It has to be mildly offensive.
Yeah, exactly. But Webster, Merriam-Webster has having a bulb growing from or bearing bulbs, and then resembling a bulb, especially in roundness, is the definition.
I was gonna say, from what I understand, it's not just large; it's also round.
Round, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It has a
Bulbous.
round aspect to it. So bulbous. Yep. That's my word to bring to the fram today. So
Bulbous.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing. I didn't immediately think of Bulbasaur, but that was like the second thing I thought of.
Yes.
Because for some reason that word has it's one of those like really deep memories or like associations I have. I think of when I was like a kid in the garden with my mom, or not a garden, but like doing landscaping. She was planting bulbs.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
just remember thinking that was such a weird word for a flower
Yeah.
or
or a root
plant-ish
or
root thing.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Like bulbs.
So I have this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Usually with people I'm very close with, so I'm sure I've done it to you guys at some point. My husband and I can do this back and forth. When something's happening or you're experiencing something and there's not like a known real word for it, so you just kind of like
Make one up.
on the spot, but you don't actually have to explain it. Like the other person
gets your
they
meaning.
just get it.
Yes.
They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not a real word, but I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where bulbous came from. They're like, how would you describe that? And the person was like, it's bulbous. And people are like, yes, exactly.
You've seen a light bulb.
Yeah.
You know the shape of it.
Bulbous.
It's bulbous.
How would you describe that
Yeah.
rock? I was going to say something else. I decided not to. Is bulbous. So
Bulbous. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what that word makes me think of. It's just it's
That's fair.
an utterance.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, and I was thinking about it today
Mm-hmm.
as I was re-listening to some of our episodes and whatnot, I was thinking that's really all words are. They're dumb. That's why they're gross. Is
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
Yep.
at some point there wasn't a word for that thing,
Yeah.
and then someone just went, "It's bulbous,"
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone went, "Okay."
Well, I mean, William
it's better
Shakespeare.
than my
Yeah.
idea of it's
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah.
And see, that's not. It doesn't
William
roll.
Shakespeare in his time, he just made up words left and right,
Yeah.
and
I love
people were
that.
just
He's real
like,
good at it,
"Okay,
too.
great, cool."
Yeah.
That's
Which now it's like
everyone just went for it, and I think it's like left for the younger generation now to make up their own words, which is scary.
they
Which
would
we've been
never
doing.
do that.
What? What? No. Riz has been around for 5 ever.
When is that?
Oh,
What did you just say?
Riz?
Like
You haven't
Ritz?
heard-
Like
no,
crackers?
Riz.
No, I've
No,
heard
it's-
of
Putting on the
Riz.
Riz?
There was
I mean,
You got any cheese for that
it's
Riz?
proper use.
There was an Instagram reel where it was a therapy session with a Gen Z as the patient, and so it
Is that
had-
what we are? I never know.
No, we're
No,
millennial.
you guys are millennials.
No! Everyone
Yeah.
hates those.
So millennials, everyone hates half of millennials,
Yeah.
and then the other half of millennials
That's
also
because
hates
I feel
the other half of
I
millennials.
wish I was way closer to like a Gen Xer than I
Yeah.
am.
Mhm.
So for the longest time, I thought I was a Gen Xer. So that's
Right.
where I'm.
But we're on
Gonna
the tail
pretend.
end of millennial,
Yeah.
which would be closer.
No, don't put me near them. I'm
Pointing
pointing
at
at
You watch
Jake.
where you point that.
But
sorry.
I think it'd be closer to Gen Z, right? Is it millennial, and then what's below
I think-
millennial,
It's Gen Z.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
like
technically,
we're not
chronologically
that
before
old.
technically,
millennial.
technically, Gen
It's-
Y is millennial.
Yes, because
because
that's what
Gen
it,
X,
yeah.
millennial, Gen Z,
Yeah.
and then whatever is below that.
What
which-
comes next? Who knows?
I think it reverted back to A.
I'm just
I
gonna
think.
call them the teddy bears.
Oh, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
To A. Who is Gen A? Adam and Eve? Like
No,
who-
I think it just rotates. I think it. Yeah. I think
Is that
so.
what a boomer stood for? It stood for
No, boomer is the
You?
colloquialism, just like millennial is for Gen Y.
So that's what I'm saying. What's boomer
No,
colloquial then for?
I don't. It's
I don't
Would it
know
be
which-
Gen U?
it would be. I
Who was
think.
the lost
maybe.
generation? Who was the silent one? What are those letters that they're repping there, huh? I don't think it's in alphabetical.
Which letter is the next generation? As in Star Trek. That was a lame joke. I'm sorry.
Wait,
I said it and then it just got blank.
we specifically pointed out that he's the nerd.
I'm
in
the nerd.
Group. Stop
haven't-
trying to take over the Cameron episode.
Sorry. I'll let you have your episode. I guess mine's next. I'll just wait for it.
Just wait.
Don't
You
wait
can be a
long
nerd on your
time.
own episode.
You
Jake.
were saying something though when you started the Gen conversation, and then I think I derailed it really quick. I'm very sorry.
No, I think the only thing that I was saying is I think it
Is-
goes back up to A.
Is whatever you were saying in relation to bulbous at all?
I don't think so. Well, which is the most bulbous generation?
Well, speaking of like
wow.
bulbous noses, I think of older generations
I really
like the
do.
boomers.
I really do.
Because
True.
isn't it true that your nose and your ears never stop growing?
I
They say
believe that
that.
is correct. Yes.
They say that.
I think
Mhm.
that creates a rather bulbous situation
never
for your facial
watched-
features.
Like specifically measured anyone's those.
Nose.
Yeah. There's a name. I just can't remember what it is right now.
Oh, like a scientific aspect.
Yeah, like your
of,
fingers
the-
are like phalanges,
right.
right?
Right.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's not an. I want to say
nasal?
orifice, but I always feel
No,
really dirty.
I don't
when
think
I say
it's
that.
that.
Word,
I mean,
so
you
I'm
can
not
say
gonna.
that. And I might add that to a certain list.
Page 3. Orifice.
Yeah. Anyway, bulbous.
Bulbous
Yep.
is to me. It's one of those words I want to ignore.
Yep.
It's already on my list.
It's already on your list.
It's literally the most
it
recent entry, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Do you remember that day when we were rehearsing and I was
You
like,
mean
I'll-
yesterday?
no, we were doing that yesterday, but no. When I was like, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go put my guitar in JoJo's orifice. So I was just trying to say office, like funny.
Oh, man.
And then the minute it came out, I was like, nope, no, never mind. So I'm really sorry
It was one of those
for
things, too,
offending
like,
you.
like we have our in-ears in, so we're not necessarily hearing everything
Right.
anybody says.
Right.
And then Sarah says that right into her mic. And so it's like everybody's eyes just, what?
Everyone looked at me like, no. And I was like, wait, what did I say? Ugh.
Oh.
I instantly regretted that one. Instantly.
Yeah.
So did all of us.
I've had a few of those moments actually. So
Their ears were in pain.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like bulbous is a word I just want to ignore and pretend like it doesn't exist because I don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate
Bulbous
that.
to me, Jake, I think you should go first on rating, but
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
I'll rate it pretty gross.
Pretty gross?
Pretty gross.
Nice.
Yeah, because there is a certain amount of like, it's not the worst. I don't have a visceral reaction. The definition isn't terrible,
Mm-hmm.
but I did react when you said it. There's something in it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yep.
And like a bulbous nose, I don't think of as a cute, pretty nose. You know what I mean?
Usually you
I
can
think of,
see
like,
all the pores.
An ogre. It's probably got some
Yeah.
warts on it.
Shrek.
Making it extra
Yeah.
bulbous. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. Has a bulbous
Yeah.
nose.
I probably will also give it a pretty gross, but I will say this. I really dislike that word.
Mhm.
But the reason it would rate lower for me is I feel like I can avoid that word at all costs if I see I'm trying to ignore it even in my own speech.
That's fair.
Like I don't want to say it.
That's fair.
I don't like
That's
it.
fair. Yeah, it's not a word that you can just not use, or it is a word that you can just not use ever.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
You can avoid it pretty.
And I'm
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I'm
effectively.
like if
Yeah.
you were walking down a hallway, you could just turn around and go the other.
If bulbous was a door, I would slam it and walk away.
You touched it, huh?
You touched the bulbous door.
He touched
I
the
don't-
bulbous.
See, now you want to use it. See, you want to use
now
the
that I
word.
know
well, then
we're
you
all
say
avoiding
that.
it.
You know what else is bulbous?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Man, that guy's ego. It's so
bulbous.
bulbous.
That's some bulbous.
Okay, now I'm actually having fun with it a little bit.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's why I
I'm
could
do-
only give it pretty gross.
I'm done
Because it could
ignoring
turn a
it.
corner. It could turn a corner in that hallway.
I'm gonna look it in the eye and just see it for what it is.
You enjoy the grossness about it. I mean, like
Yes,
it is.
that's
it
what
is
it
a,
is.
It is a word that is gross, but you enjoy.
It's a
saying
grossness that
it.
can be
I
embraced.
will say
Yes.
this:
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the pronounce around. No, we still.
We still haven't talked
pronounce
about
around. It sounds.
Pronounce
Sounds
around
like
is
that
not
right
bad.
at the fair.
Pronounce around.
I can't wait. We still haven't come up with.
Hello,
a
ladies
better-
and gentlemen.
Isn't that-
Welcome to the pronounce around.
Isn't that the last part of the fun house?
Oh,
Pronounce
It's
around.
not that fun.
never.
my
No fun
gosh.
house is fun.
I want to hear another word.
I
came
haven't
yesterday?
rated it.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm trying to
was
think.
Jumping the
I
gun.
skip someone every time.
I
Skipper.
think I will go with.
Sarah just saluted me. I
had
wanted you all to know because you can't see her.
You
Aye, aye,
know,
skipper.
Luis would make me salute you if
It's
you
true.
called me a skipper.
It's true. I'm also going to give it a pretty gross. I think just pretty gross is all around.
Oh my gosh, that's a super pretty gross.
It is.
pretty
One day I'll get better at that.
Yeah,
Air
I mean,
horn
it's pretty.
noise.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Decent.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, pretty gross all around.
gross.
Pretty gross.
The problem is, yeah, it has a fun aspect to it, and yeah, so you can't really go lower.
Yeah, it at first you said it and I was like, no. And then now I'm like, actually, I'm gonna try to use it for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Yep.
Are we gonna really conspicuously try to force these words into conversation again?
The annoying thing was that they caught on.
caught-
They caught on so
Immediately.
well.
From the
It's because we
get-go.
started clapping. I mean, duh. And it
Yeah.
was only
Yeah.
the three of us.
Yeah, I think that's the part we cut out.
true. But then they didn't know what word it was, and that was kind of fun.
I think
Yeah,
no.
that's
I
true.
think what we do, we need to. We should talk about this off air, but we come up with like a baseball sign, and something that's that's below the radar,
And just see if someone
and
sees
just
you
see
do
if
it.
someone picks up. But if anyone uses a word that we use,
was-
we have to acknowledge that they use the word with said baseball sign.
I love it.
Like under the radar, just like, oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I
and
like
I
that.
acknowledge it.
Is there something we do to like fight each other for a word? If someone says a word and we all look at each other, because we've done that several times, where someone says a word and we look at each other like that's going on the pod, then how do we go? Who gets it? Is it whoever?
I think whoever says it first. I mean,
Well,
mean-
because this was our
Is it like
discussion
a-
last night. Is you said it, and I immediately was like, "That's
I
that's
saw
the
you
one."
write that down too. You stopped and wrote it down. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. That's what I mean. Is this a whole like band name I call it situation? Like
I feel like there
Like
has to
gross
be an
word, I
extra
call
step
it?
to actually claim it. We have to put something at stake or there has to be
maybe you pay that person a quarter. Like you can have it, but then you owe me a quarter.
so now we're gonna
quarters
start
do you carry around?
buying words.
Here's the thing: I have no cash or change of any sort. Money is theoretical
I do
to
think
me.
there has to be some form of pay. You have to provide some form of payment.
Okay,
We're on
box
barter
of dark
system.
chocolate raisinets.
Barter system.
I
like
love
it.
the barter system. How about that person will say you can have the word for?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I love
I think
it.
we have
Rule
to set
made.
we have to set price. I think
yeah.
we set price in the moment and we go from
Yeah,
there.
and if that person thinks it's worth it,
then okay, will you
Yeah.
surrender the right to the word? All right.
you can buy my word rights. I have a story, but I'm not
Pudding.
gonna tell you now.
Putting those two words together is gross.
Word rights.
Word
Word
rights.
rights.
Word right.
It's weird.
Well, I'll take this opportunity to tell you a word wrong. And that word is flesh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
It's
Hold
probably
you
on your
word
list,
stealer.
isn't it?
Give me a second.
Oh man.
Oh, that's not on my list, but something very close to that is.
Very close.
Yes.
Is it fleshy?
No,
Because that
Yeah.
I feel like is grosser.
it's not.
Well, it is grosser.
It is way
we've already
grosser.
determined any post or prefix
Yeah.
makes things grosser.
Isn't that because you? No, they say it on Lord of the Rings, man flesh,
Man flesh.
Man,
Yeah.
Or-
ugh.
or
Yeah, there's a lot of
flesh
combos.
bag, which is
Flesh bag.
I mean, let's be honest. That's what
up, you
humans
flesh
are.
bags?
Is that from?
Stay
okay.
fresh, flesh bag.
Okay.
That
That's
was my word.
I think that's from.
No.
It's fresh. But we'll talk
Oh, that's
about
your
it
word.
another time.
That's a different word
That's
on your list.
hilarious.
Wow, preview.
That's some pretty fresh flesh. That's what you can say to a baby. Remember?
Boy, that wee babe got some fresh flesh right there.
I got some fresh flesh for you. Remember, because we were talking about, like, what do you say when they're not, because they're not cute.
No.
Right.
That
Yeah.
describes them
No.
perfectly.
Oh my gosh.
Fresh.
Describes them perfectly.
People are like, oh, it's such a cute baby. And you're just like, it looks pretty fleshy to me.
Well, although they don't look very fleshy when they come
that reminds
out,
me-
because that is not human skin.
Yeah, no, it's
At
true.
all.
That
It
reminds
is
me of
alien.
Tarzan. It's Turk, I think, the elephant.
Is
Are you sure this water's
Spanish?
looks questionable to me?
Tantar.
Tantar.
Excuse me. Wow. Yes, I'm horrible.
Mommy's
But yeah, it's a great
talking, Tantar.
Anyway,
But yeah, flesh. Super. Like it doesn't refer to the different. It's got me
words,
at 6 and
words,
7.
words are a thing.
That's not the name of this podcast.
Words are a thing.
Words are a thing, I guess.
Podcast,
though.
right? We
Could
claim
be the name
it.
of this podcast. So words are a thing.
Words are a thing.
I guess. The dictionary definition. The soft parts of the body of an animal and especially of a vertebrate.
Ugh.
That
Or
makes,
the B definition, the condition of having ample fat on the body.
What?
I don't know about that. And
even-
then the
that
third one's
makes
just
me
skin.
feel like they're not saying that flesh is kind of synonymous with
skin, right? Which is
And that's
generally what I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's
but
interesting.
I also think like how people describe like the substantial part of like a fruit, like
That's
the
true.
flesh of a pear.
But
you
see,
know?
I
That's
still
not
think
just
the
the
outside.
skin.
I do think
It's
of
like-
that. But
oh, you
yeah,
do
no,
only
you're
think-
right though. Flesh,
This
because like
is-
if you took, yeah.
This is just wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's
just-
what I'm
I just
saying.
I hate
like
this
you
conversation
say,
right now.
Oh, you don't eat the pit of a peach, you only eat the flesh. That sounds just not the right word to describe that.
It's just
Sometimes I say
wrong.
juicy bits. Because knowing what your two words are and then knowing what mine is, this is not going to be a good episode, okay? That's all I'm saying. I noticed our rating on Apple is that this is general clean, is what it rates us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure after today. I'm not sure.
Dancing all over that line.
It's going to
I mean,
happen.
we do dance on it or around it, but I still think we are below it. But I don't. The way Sarah's
I don't know.
looking,
Juicy bits might have pushed us in a certain direction.
the way I said it. Eh?
Get your hands off my juicy
Here's
bits.
the thing, because normally he ruined it. Normally, I make a very strong effort to join all of our words. I will not be doing that today. But
Nah.
now that I said that,
You're a quitter if you don't.
do you want to know what my word is?
no, hold on, no, we gotta stick.
Not there yet.
You gotta wait your turn.
You guys, I'm the only one who has this sentence in my head. And I need the rest of the world to have this in my head too.
Nah, you gotta let it brew.
Yeah. Yep.
You're sitting in it.
Yep.
I need you to write down the word brew. I won't even make you pay me for it. I just, at some point, I'm sure you can make that as awful as it felt.
Oh man. Yeah, flesh is awful.
Urban Dictionary I haven't looked at yet.
Probably
Oh,
for
this
the
is
I don't
weird.
think you have
Probably
to.
for the best.
It
Yeah.
says a person that is useless and has no purpose in life, just a piece of flesh
Oh.
that
A
gives
flesh
nothing
bag.
back to society. Lives
Interesting.
only for drinking and partying. Generally, a flesh is very dumb.
That's really close to beige.
Man, you're some beige flesh if I've ever seen it.
So, I don't know why.
Frog.
Beige to me has a slight, it's like that,
Yeah.
grayish, white, whatever. My stepsister's mom, I have to clarify, because when I say my sister's mom, you might not
Yeah.
know what I mean.
Right.
My stepsister's mom, growing up, when she would make us food, oh, now I feel bad if she ever hears this. It's okay, Gail. I don't think you ever thought that we thought you were our favorite cook. But she would make us like chicken nuggets sometimes. I remember like looking at my siblings and being like, but why are they gray? And to me, that's some beige flesh. That was like, you guys want to eat some beige flesh? I got ketchup. You can dip them in some ketchup.
Ketchup for the beige flesh.
I hate it.
Do you guys remember when that like video? I think it was a Vine of the kid that was like, "I look like a burnt chicken nugget," and then everyone was saying it. Or maybe that was just my generation. I don't know. I'm not a millennial.
I'm surprised that you
See,
even knew what Vine was. I
I
mean,
was
to be
very
honest.
chick-
Chicken
Vine.
nugget would just be, I mean, like a better way is a spicy chicken nugget
Yeah.
from Wendy's.
But
Yeah,
that it sounds like a derivative of that. Like, man, you look like
You
a beige chicken
flesh.
nugget.
you
Beige
that,
flesh.
You that gray chicken, huh? You that type of beige. You ain't fresh flesh. You a little beige.
This is wrong.
This is getting bad.
Oh
Man,
man.
it's something.
Ugh.
Your word has made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I have to walk around in this, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure do.
and I don't feel very
You're welcome.
fresh. I don't feel fresh.
You're not very fresh right
I'm
now.
not fresh flesh.
You're not fresh. You ain't fresh flesh. At the
You ain't
moment.
fresh flesh.
Your fresh ain't
I'm-
fresh. Wait, I said that back.
Your flesh
Your
ain't
flesh ain't
freshin'.
fresh.
Did you say freshen? Your flesh ain't fresh.
Fleshing. Oh, there's that definition of to flesh it out. Every time
Yes.
someone says that,
Oh,
I'm like,
ugh.
I can't think of like I'm distracted because now it's just gross.
Yeah,
When you
it's
say
wrong.
gross.
I think it's that like give me some skin. It's just like putting it out there.
Yeah.
You're because you can. Everyone sees it. Let's put it out. Let's flesh it out. Give it. It probably gives it like shape because without flesh, you are just skeletal basically, right? So
Yeah.
probably just like it's giving it actual distinction.
Well, I also think like flesh out, like bring my flesh out, like expose it. That
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
people
That's
get arrested
poetry.
for that.
Called indecent exposure.
Yeah, they
Put
do.
that beige.
They do.
Sir, put your beige chicken away.
What do you mean? This is fresh flesh.
You're going on a list.
Too much fun. This one's too fun. Okay.
It was a good one. I told you.
Oh, that's
Well, I want to rate yours really awfully. I'll probably go with a vile. But I do feel a little bit bad because also knowing that I can't get away from it. I am it. It's worrisome. I feel worried.
Yeah, we're all flesh.
Why'd you whisper that?
Because sometimes it's fun when you
Save it
whisper
for the
things.
pronounce around.
Oh man. I think that we're stuck with that name at this point.
It reminds me of like prancing around, and that's
Yeah.
why I like it.
That's
pronounce
fair.
around.
Pronounce around. And then we might
You can't
be
just
stuck with
pronounce
it.
around the house like that. Cover up that flesh.
Oh. Yeah, I at least vile. I'm even deciding whether or not I'm doing it. Vomit sound.
Vomit sound.
It's so bad. It's
I got you there.
It is, yeah. Even this conversation has just pushed it over the edge. I mean,
told you we're getting
yeah.
a way different rating once this one airs.
yeah, we might have to. I think we set. I think we set the rating.
You know what's funny though? You said clean, and then remember there was one episode where like, no, we don't swear, and then Jake's like, no, we did on the first
The
episode.
first episode.
And I
don't
was like,
think we
no,
did.
we didn't.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
it was
you did?
quiet.
It was so quiet. I
quiet.
almost didn't hear it, but since I listened to it more than once today, once with my headphones, I heard it.
Wow.
But I'm not going to tell you what it is.
No.
just
You
have to
could
go
probably,
find it.
we could probably, I mean, because it's like a little slider on the
It's so
thing,
quiet.
whether it's clean or explicit, the podcast, right?
No, it's like a button. It's like
yeah.
a radio button.
I
So we
never-
could
I
probably
just don't
pass
feel
it
like
off
we're
as a
clean.
different word because you're also mid wheeze when you said it.
Why did you say it
Um,
like that? Why are you saying it that way?
Jake,
Why am I saying what?
you said
Jake, can
Also,
I-
you
please.
say that without
I do it all the time.
thinking about it. Do it
What?
right now.
Say what?
The word I just said.
Wheeze?
yeah, Jake, can I buy that word?
You want wheeze? What are you going to give
Yeah.
him?
No, he has to set the price.
Oh, what's the price of the word wheeze?
Price for the word wheeze.
Yeah,
You're
he
gonna
who
have
said
to.
it must
You're
set
gonna
the
have to
price.
find me some exotic trail mix for that word.
I can help you out.
Like not your
Okay.
standard flavor trail mix with
All right.
your
Well,
regular.
the price
raisins
is
and
the price is
M&Ms.
set, and we will find out in the future
That's
whether
true.
or not I follow through with that purchase. So, yeah, but I think that might just be a fair price.
I think so.
Jake, did you rate your word?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I'm also going vile.
It's pretty
Which
damn
would
bad.
which would make it a super vile word if it weren't for Cam.
No.
Yeah, he had
finding
to
it
change. He pushed.
vomit
You
gross.
pushed him over the edge, is what
Yeah.
you did.
I gave you an
did
extra
that.
point. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I don't appreciate it.
yeah.
It's just harder to bracket
bad.
when they're not unanimous. Why are
I
you
know
like
that's
that?
fair. That's
I'm just
fair.
kidding.
Because I hate that word. That
It is
word is
bad.
gross.
But here's the thing. I had to sit here and listen to you. Say, what was your word again, Cameron?
Bulbous.
Yeah, and then I had to listen to you say, "Well, Jake, what was your word?"
Yeah, flesh.
Yeah, okay.
This isn't stacking up
Oh,
very
no.
well.
No, because
Oh no.
the word that I chose as we start this episode is the word sword. And you know what? the order just happened to be laid out that way.
Guys, this is how you can tell we don't script our episodes or
The
no.
order was just naturally.
You're gonna say laid in
out this
conjunction
way.
with that.
You know that we do not plan. We do not let either of us know. Any of us, we do not
heard
know.
Me, like pick. I was like scrolling at the beginning of this episode and like that's the one. I regret it.
Oh, well.
Props to you for sticking to your
Yeah.
sword on that one. Though.
Well, I turned my phone. I'm not looking at my list anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my word is sword.
Oh. Boy.
This word I don't like for many reasons. I like swords. I think they're cool. and
Yes.
I like the weapon.
But the word sword is just
Yeah.
it's
wrong.
a bad, especially
Yeah.
when every time ever I have said or written or heard the word,
Mhm.
I instantly go to the part in the Aladdin song. 100 bad guys with swords, because he says swords.
It does, yeah.
Yes. Oh man.
Which, when you look at the word sword,
It should be
probably
sword.
sword. Sword.
Sword. It's
Sword?
A
It's a sword. Don't point your sword at me. Yeah, it's just such a stupid.
It is.
It's so stupid.
It's a rough
It's
way
not
to
even
start
that
a word.
gross. It's just stupid.
Well, yeah, and I mean like that's all throughout the English language. Like bomb and tomb. It's like it's like what? It's like come on. It's like it's so stupid. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I feel like it's the exact same.
It's also one of those that we're going back to the syllable discussion. I feel like it's a one-syllable word, but it's
Yeah.
a long one
Sword.
syllable.
Sword.
now I
Sword.
can't say it the right way.
Swords. Can you say? I know
Well, 'cause to
sword.
say sword, like
A sword.
if you lean too much into saying it just like SORD, like
Right.
that's
like
not.
and like you have a
Sword.
sword. It got
Because like
sword.
sordid and sworded, two
Oh,
very different
sworded.
things.
Yeah.
Sworded. But that would I didn't look it up, and I probably should have. Where this word comes from.
But
I did try
sword.
to. The only one I figured we all knew what a sword was, so I just Urban Dictionary'd it, thinking, hey, maybe I'll get something funny, and it like would not give me the word. It keeps only letting me look up S space word, so all I can look up is S word,
Strange.
which
Is
is not
it-
the same
Is that
thing,
like an
and it's
autocorrect thing?
yeah.
no, it like
Or is
it wouldn't,
that,
and then
like-
and obviously the S word is not something. I don't know. They have a lot. I mean, they're using it for obviously swear words or like a simp.
Right.
So, but none of them are letting me actually look up the word sword, which I think is so weird. It keeps changing it and not letting me type in.
I think it's autocorrecting. Well, yeah.
Well,
No,
why would-
because it
why
just
would
comes up with sword
Yeah,
fighter
no,
or
'cause-
sword fight.
'cause
Yeah.
sword is a word. Why would it autocorrect?
Well, yeah. I don't know.
So, anyways, I couldn't really pull up anything on that. But
What if the definitions people entered in Urban Dictionary were too explicit for even Urban Dictionary?
like,
but they just
"Nah,
had
we
to
can't
remove the
say
word.
that."
It could be. I mean,
Or
I
maybe
don't
too
know.
many people just bought mugs.
Sword mugs. I just can't stop saying our 3 words in my head.
Nope. I'm not. I refuse to put any of this into a sentence. I'm
Here's
not
the
doing
other
it.
one too. Shout out to, who is it, Anne, who
Yes.
wrote the poem.
That was so
Yeah.
cool.
That was so cool.
Way to go.
Good luck, Anne, on this one.
Yeah. If this becomes
I
a regular
would
thing,
recommend
please
you
don't.
not do
Yeah,
it now.
please.
You
No
might
one.
consider skipping.
Yeah, I honestly don't leave
Whoa.
a comment. Don't just like I want no comments on this episode. This
Why
one.
not? Okay, in the dictionary,
Yes.
you know how they show you how to pronounce the words.
Yes.
I guess, and I don't know if this is just for America, like if it would give me
A British pronunciation or
or
something like
wherever.
that?
Again, I didn't look up the etymology, so I don't actually know what the origin of the word sword
Right.
is. But it says sword, SOHRD, sword, or sard. It has it with
Sard.
an AW, like sard. But it's not sw, which doesn't make any sense. So why wouldn't it just not have, like, why is the W in there? That's what I want to know.
It's
are you
true.
doing?
Why is there a W?
What is that W for? And we can use that as a soundbite again, I
Yeah.
bet. So
Yeah,
We
You're
probably
welcome.
we probably
you're welcome
could.
for helping
that'll
you.
come back.
Oh, wait.
I
That'll
want
make its way
nothing.
around.
I want this episode to disappear forever.
Why not?
I just quickly looked it up on the online etymology dictionary, our best friend. It says it comes from Old English.
Okay.
So British.
So really
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sword.
It says sweord or sweerd,
I see that. It's
which is when I say
sweat
when
or
I find
zblug.
something odd. That's sweerd.
I say it's weird because it's super weird. It's weird.
Oh yeah, sweerd.
That's why I say
That's
it.
super weird.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
said that forever.
It's weird.
Wow.
And when by forever I mean at least over the last like decade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. That's
Wow.
That's my word.
It is. It's a word.
The sword is the word.
Mm-hmm. Sword. Yeah, I mean it with not having. Yeah, it at least. I'm trying to think.
How gross
Sword.
do you find that word?
I know. I'm trying to think how gross I do find it.
It's kind of an ew to me,
Sword.
but I still hate it.
Yeah, I think pretty gross just because why is the W there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, 100 bad guys with swords. Every time I'm
It's
like,
the best. It's the best
I
line probably in
just-
that whole movie. Maybe I don't know.
wow.
It's great.
It really makes me dislike that word though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bear with me through this.
I can't.
The word itself, I would give an ew because I think swords are pretty cool.
Right.
But, like with the W, that's true. But the common use, the potential uses, if you got two, this is growing up as a boy too. If you got two boys that go, we're sword fighting, you got a very, very important question.
I mean, what could
before
you only
can
do?
react
I mean,
to
all
that.
you're just your flesh.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? So for that reason, disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm. Sarah.
It's pretty gross.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well,
Guys, this was a weird episode.
it's weird.
was-
This is a weird
weird.
one.
It was weird.
Oh wait,
We
saying
gotta
our words.
Pronounce around.
Pronounce around.
Pronounce around.
How would I
Pronounce
miss the
around.
pronounce
We-
around?
Oh man, that's what we're calling it now. Sorry for anyone who
Sorry,
tried to come
Fram.
up with a word or a name for it. I think we just did,
Yeah.
but
Well, I think that may also be one of the pitfalls of us recording 9 episodes before we started releasing them. Is that all these times when we've been like, leave it in the comments. We haven't seen the comments yet
Nope.
because there haven't been any.
I haven't seen a single
So
one.
all of your suggestions have been moot and probably
Yeah, but
will be.
we'll catch up.
We'll
figure
appreciate
it
it.
out
And
eventually.
if there is a better one, I will move to
We
vote.
can transition.
I would
We're a
move to
flexible
change.
pod.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Famously flexy.
yeah.
They've always said that about me. And
It's just
never
his
mind, I'm not gonna
everyday
say that.
superlative.
Oh man. All right, pronounce.
Pronounce around.
All right. Bulbous.
Nope. Abner.
Bulbous.
Wow. You just went full roller coaster with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I like it.
Bulbous.
That felt like a teacher, that like a mean teacher in any type of like sitcom or movie
Has
or
like snake-like features.
yeah.
Yeah, that was like you got that wrong on your spelling test.
I did.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
I probably would.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Jake.
All right. Flesh.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Flesh.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Mm.
Getting saucy with it. Mixing things
They
up.
call me a saucy Sarah sometimes.
Yeah.
You like that alliteration?
sometimes.
That was pretty good, huh? Wasn't even on purpose.
Oh, look, it's Saucy Sarah sometimes.
Sometimes saucy,
Sometimes saucy for short.
but always spicy.
Okay.
That's a dry rub. You can't leave that much space for me to come up with something horrible to say.
I'm sorry. Oh. Flesh.
No! God! I feel like you're trying to hurt me.
I'm sorry.
You're
Sorry.
not.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Sword.
That felt appropriate.
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
but didn't you hate me a little bit for it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Felt pretentious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You felt like you said that from the upper echelons.
I've been
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Still there.
Still there.
Still there?
Yeah. Sword.
Have you lost it? Where's my sword?
A horse for my sword.
Has anyone seen my sword?
What's in his rib cage? It's his sword. Idiots. Dummies.
Kim, I think you got something stuck in there in your what's
In
that?
the
You
upper
got
echelons of your rib
sword.
cage.
I got a sword stuck in my thigh.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't tell. Okay.
I don't know. Jake, can you end?
Although I will say, whoever came up with, the little toothpicks that come in the shape of a sword
Oh, yeah,
for
those
like
are great.
sandwiches and
Oh,
stuff,
yes.
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, it's really good.
Especially when it's like stabbed through to make a little
Absolutely.
fruit kebab on
Yeah.
your cocktail.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Um,
So, Jake, you gotta end our misery.
Man,
Or-
I'm anchoring this leg.
Yeah.
I gotta really make it count. Sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a very crusty pirate.
It was. It was.
Sword.
Sword.
Yeah. No.
Yard. That's
Yeah.
my sword.
I love it when pirates say yar instead of just ar,
Yeah.
because ar is
Well,
Yar.
Yar,
the
that's
word
a
yar
big
to me is
Well, even add
one
a
of my
G at the end of
favorites.
it. Yarg.
yard.
Yeah, because yar, I love black and white films.
Yeah.
One of the best ones out there is Philadelphia Story with Jimmy Stewart, Cary Grant, and Katharine Hepburn. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like punch, punch, punch with the
Yeah.
stardom.
Triple threat.
It's a
right there.
hilarious movie, but
Mm-hmm.
when Catherine's swimming in the pool and she's talking about a yacht they used to own together, she says, she was yar. And I didn't know, but that's like how they describe ships or
Oh.
something.
Really?
Yeah, it's so, and I love that word. But my dad and I always say it to each other when we're just being dumb. We're like, yar.
What does it
She was
describe
yar.
about the ship, or what is it?
I think it might be like something. Here. Hold on.
Learn me
hey,
a thing
me.
or two.
Hey,
right quick
hold up.
before we have to wrap this around.
Right quick. Hold on. I can only do so much with one hand. There we go.
You can only do so much with your yar.
It's true.
All right.
Yeah.
That is not the word I am looking for. How about this? I get back to you.
Great. Next
put a
episode,
pin
we'll
in it.
hear.
Penciled in for next time.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. Sarah's
Yeah.
gonna figure out whatever or look up whatever word,
I'm going to look it up
and
because we got some places to be.
and we'll see
things
ya-
to do.
We'll see you next episode.
We'll see you next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until then.
Cue the outro.
Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word just sucks if you really let it. Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word is gross if you